Hey, welcome back, everyday carry people and knife nerds. It's your boy, the Big Canucker here, and I'm just answering an open call from my buddy from across the sea, Wee Paddy. Has thrown out there a little open tag for everyday carry items, and I thought I would throw my hat in the ring here, metaphorically, show you what I carry on my person, and then I'm also going to do kind of a little extra what I carry. I carry a Maxpedition kind of shoulder bag with me since I've had my injury, because normally I'm on a scooter or something like that, and it's just helpful to have as much as possible on me. And I just like carrying that bag. Now, normally I would have a little bit bigger bag that I would carry in my car. I'm not even sure if you'd call it a go bag. It's just stuff that I like to have on me because you just never know when some of that stuff's going to come in handy. And I like to be prepared for stuff. So let's go over here what would be in my pockets normally or on my wrist. Of course, we've got my watch here, which is a, oh my goodness, I absolutely forget. Citizen Eco Drive Navahawk. I love Citizen Eco Drive watches. They've basically got a solar powered face on there, so they never need winding, they never need a battery, they will last forever. This particular one is attached to the atomic clock in Colorado, so I never have to worry about spring forward, fall back. And it is, I check this with in Canada here. We have CBC at 11 o'clock, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation radio at 11 o'clock. They've got a tone that is perfect time too as well, and this has been perfect every single time I've checked, and I've probably checked 30 times in since I've had this watch. I've had this watch for about 2 years or so, maybe about 3 years, and it's wonderful. Love it. The only knock I would say is it's crazy busy on the front. And my eyesight is getting worse, so I got to look over top my glasses on it. And the manual for this thing is about this thick, and I've only been about halfway through it. But, there's a built-in slide rule. It's got time from around the world. It's got, of course, the chronograph. It's got all the alarms. And it's a wonderful, wonderful timepiece. I think I will definitely get another Eco Drive, Citizen Eco Drive. I just think I'm going to get something a little less busy. I guess the other thing too as well is the crystal on here probably could use a little bit of cleanup. I did wear this at work for a little bit, and lots of times I'm reaching in bins and stuff like that, and I put a few scratches that you can't see, but it drives me crazy. But I will clean it up. All right, Citizen Eco Drive watch. Of course, we've got my iPhone XS Max. I love the big screen on it. That's my phone, of course, my Toronto Maple Leafs. I've got my wallet here, which is a Travax wallet. Really, really handy. You can clip it to your pouch. It is the RF capable, so nobody can scan your credit cards as they're walking by. It allows you to put stuff in the back here. Really solid. I've had this for about 4 years and held up really, really well. Of course, I've got all my cards, which I'm not going to pull out, but I've also got a DMT sharpening card, 1000 grit in there. Always carry that with me because you just never know. All right, of course, I've got my iPhone AirPods. Love these AirPods. Not the best sounding AirPods, but something that you'll definitely like if you're an Apple guy and you live in the iOS Apple world. You got to have the AirPods. They seamlessly connect to whatever I want them to. They connect to my iPhone, my iPad, my iMac, anytime I want them to, and they do it so well. And the initial setup is beautiful. You open it up and you touch it to your phone or your iPad, and it automatically syncs. Can't get better than that. Okay, I've also got a little, just a 100% cotton hanky, and you just never know when this will come in handy. My granddaughter gets bleeding noses all the time, so I've used it for that. You can use this for, kind of a Band-Aid. You can use it to clean things. I think, though, I am going to invest in maybe a little sewing kit. And I think what I want to do with these, I've seen online where people will take these cotton ones, because the big knock on this particular one with the cotton one is it doesn't clean my glasses very well. And I think what I'll end up doing is I'll probably take a microfiber cloth, and I'll get some microfiber cloth, and I'll make kind of a two-sided one. And I'll make a bunch of them. So inexpensive. These was a pack of 6 was $17 on Amazon. I can't remember the name brand off the top of my head. And of course, EDCing right now the Spyderco Capara. What a lovely knife. Awesome knife. I just can't get over this carbon fiber here. It feels, I mean, it looks really, really nice, but you gotta feel this to believe it. That's the big thing with this knife, is wonderful ergonomics. The carbon fiber just feels, I don't know, it feels warm, is the best way I could say it. And of course, I've got a hair whittling edge on here. I suppose, and I always like to have a lanyard on all my knives. I suppose the only knock that I have so far on this Capara is, one, I wish it was LC200N steel, because it is kind of a kitchen knife. It's kind of a slicer. So like the Spidey Chef, I think it would have been really well with the LC200N. And I wish they gave me just a little bit more room here. I wish they would have milled that out just ever so slightly. Now I've got some knives where I've taken my Dremel and I've kind of milled them out, and I can do a really, really good job on it. But here, I just don't want to, just in case I get a little bit too much. And if you get down any lower too, you're actually looking at touching the blade. So a little bit of a knock, because I've got kind of big hands. I wish that it was a little bit more in there. All right, so that is my stuff that I carry on my person all the time. And now we've got the bonus stuff, which I think I will throw out there, which is my Maxpedition bag. Let's go through that. Boom! Let's throw this down here. Of course, Maxpedition everyday carry bag. I just seem to really like it. There was a bigger strap that went around your body that I took off because it just bothered me. This is a nice wide strap. It fits really, really well in your body. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show up because it is such kind of a big bag, but let's kind of go through this real quick. We'll take it all apart. All right. Got my glass cleaning stuff here with a microfiber cloth, which is actually a map of the area. So bonus there. Let's see what else we've got. Of course, I've got an extra light. This is a Streamlight Stylus Pro. Just a little handy light to have. And it goes in my pocket with my, I am a vape guy, so I've got some vape juice there. Oh, and that's the other thing I guess I forgot, is I always carry with me, and I'm so close to being quitting smoking, quitting this whole thing, is I've got this here, which is an Aegis box mod with an Unwell Crown 3 tank on it. And I'm sure the majority of you people will wonder what the hell I'm talking about, but if you're a vape guy, you know what that is, and it's a pretty good setup. This is a pretty bulletproof setup, and I'm so close. On vaping, you could start off with 24 milligrams of nicotine. I'm actually down to less than about 1/4% of nicotine. So close to being done with it, but I still enjoy it, actually. The habit. I've got to get rid of some. And all right, so if we pop this open, always carry with me I got this at Canadian Tire, and it is a this is a 15,000 milliamp hour battery. Just will have 2 USB ports. It was inexpensive. It was expensive. It was like $70 or something, and I got it for some crazy deal, like $14 or something. But I've had it for 4 or 5 years. No, I've had it for 2-3 years, and it's done really, really well. Always carry a 12-volt charger with me too as well. So when you're driving in the car, you want to charge up, that's in that pocket. In my center pocket here, of course, I've got my keys with my Key Smart. There's keys to my truck, and I always like to have this little Spyderco dog tag blade on there, which is nice. So, and what else is in there is keys to my Mustang, which I think I may have just started. Love their Mustang. All right, have a couple of spare batteries in a battery case, and I'm not sure if you can see in there, I've got a little charger that I always carry with me. You'll see there's a video of this out there. It is an Olight little charger, and I carry a little AAA battery in there for some of my other lights. And of course I carry a couple of 18650s for my vapes. Now this little charger will charge any of these, and it'll also charge that AAA or AA. It's a wonderful little charger. Maybe I'll leave a link for the review. If not, search my feed and you'll see Olight charger. It's a wonderful, wonderful charger. Okay, so that's... Oh, of course, I've got my keys to my camper. That goes in there, so that's pretty much in my center thing. Close that up, and of course we've got here the little front pouch. I've got this little Gerber Maxpedition and a Band-Aid. Always carry a Band-Aid with me because I cut myself all the time. So this is, Stuart Harvey sent this to me, and I wanted to carry it around for a while, and I wanted to use it. And this Gerber suspension, I will be doing a video on this fairly soon, but I wanted to kind of get a really good carry on it. So if I don't carry it on my belt, I carry it in my bag. And of course, you guys know this little little top light. Always, I don't know why I always carry multiple flashlights. It's getting to be a disease, but thought I'd throw that out there. And now in the back pouch here, we've got, this here is just a little case, and I've got cables in there, charging cables. I try to carry at least one of everything. I've got the iPhone Lightning, I've got the USB-C, I've got the USB, mini USB, I've got the old style for charging the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 3 connector. You can see that little square one. So I try to carry one of everything in there. And then of course I've got a little flat eyeglass case from Costco, and this is a handy little dandy thing. If you buy your glasses from Costco, I'm sure if you even went there you could buy one or they'd give you one. But I love this little thing because I wondered how the hell I'd always scratch up my glasses, and most of the time I scratch up my glasses is when I take them off at night. I leave them on my nightstand, and I always have a glass of water, and I put my water cup on my glasses and scratch the hell out of them. So every single night, my glasses go in this, and it's so easy to carry when it's empty. It just flattens right out, and I love this little thing. What else we got in here? Of course, we've got my Leatherman Raptor scissors. I did a review on those. Love these scissors. I've got a, this is a, I bought this at Costco. It came with this, and it also came with a couple of long, I think 6 foot lightning cables with this, and then another little small charger that goes in your wall. And I love this thing. Of course, it's got the USB-C on it, and it's got the fast charge here. I do believe this is, what does this say for wattage? It doesn't say wattage, but I think this total wattage on this is somewhere around 30 watts. So it does quick charge my iPhones, which is fantastic. So if I plug this into my iPhone, it is, you know, within 30 minutes, you're at about 60 or 70% charging. So it's wonderful. And of course, I've got my little tool here, which is my bit kit that will fit on my Leatherman because I flattened out one of the little bits. And then, of course, it's got the regular driver, the 1/4-inch driver here too as well. And it's got a bunch of Phillips and some Torx and some straight and a couple of Robertsons. And I've got a couple of areas here where I'm going to add a few more on there. So that goes in there, and you can also take this and hook this up to your belt if you want. This is an item that you can buy in Canada through my company Worth, but in the States, I guess you can't buy it. So I'm going to try to get a hold of some of these and send it to some of the guys down in the States who love it. And I think the final thing that I carry in here is a little Spyderco double stuff. Now there's 2 different versions of this. This is the second iteration with the fine here, and then it's got the CBN here on this side. You can also get it in a medium and a fine too as well, with the medium ceramic stone. I happen to want something with a little more grit, and this CBN does really, really well. And it comes in this little carrying case here. The only knock I'd say I had on this is at one time it's separated, so I glued it together, and seems to be holding up really, really well. I just need to clean it, and I need to add some, probably maybe some compound on the outside to make that a little bit of a strop. I like carrying a strop with me all the time, and I thought I had in here. Maybe I don't anymore. Oh well. But I was carrying a little 2-sided strop that I had made, and oh well, she's not in there. So that just gives you an idea of what I carry in my little, I'm not gonna know if you call it a go bag or what. Just seems to be a bag that I carry because I like to be prepared for stuff, and it's not super heavy, at least not to me. And I like the nice big latch on it, so maybe one of these days I will do a review on this whole Maxpedition bag. But when I get a little bit more mobile here, it's coming close, folks, and then my videos are going to change a little bit. I'll still do the kind of straight down reviews, but I'm also going to do some more where you get to see my face, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. All right. Well, thanks very much for stopping by on this open tag from Wee Paddy from across the sea, Paddy Potato Peelers. He loves doing the tags, and I thought I'd answer them back. That's my everyday carry that I normally have with me every day. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Also, please, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. Remember out there, please stay safe. Listen to the experts in the time of the COVID-19 virus. Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.